Welcome to Jakey 411. Today I'm going to talk about this Warriors trade, but also I'm going to have a guest come on my show and we're going to talk about the Warriors trade. I do have two questions to ask you, but the first one I have is what are your thoughts about the Warriors trade?
First of all, as we're gonna first talk about Jimmy Butler trade, and then we're gonna get into Luka Lakers later on. But here's to me eh, as oh wait, forgot my name. My name is JLC or Joseph Corbett. Correct. Now here's the thing about the King going to Jimmy Butler going to Warriors. I see it's going to be very good for this team. You're going to see a very scrappy team once when Jimmy Butler gets acclimated to the team. Excellent guy who just going to grind out the team. He's going to be that guy who's going to push the needle straight to numbers. But I don't really see them being a contender against the Thunder, Juggernaut Thunder, or Jaron Jackson Jr. And John Morant and on the Memphis Grizzlies, or even the Dallas Mavericks with AD and Kyrie. I just don't see them having a shot to win and after this great squad.
That is a very good point you brought up, but I do want to end to your point too, because Golden State Warriors has a good team, but they have to figure out what are their strengths are, so they can start to work with Jimmy Butler, and they gotta figure out their starting lineup, who they want to utilize, and figure out their bench. And they got many good players. Like give you an example, we got Draymond Green, we got Curry, but then we got like Buddy Hill who's gonna be bench, and then we got like Gary Payton, and we got other players that are playing well too.
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned the bench because really a lot of people will say the bench is not good for the Warriors. The bench is not great, or the bench is great, but really is in between. Seekers just gotta find the right pieces to go around Butler, Green, and Curry. This team, it's gonna be. Don't get me wrong. This team is gonna be really solid, like very solid. But it just not gonna have enough offense. Yes, this team is 20th in offense. Is Jimmy Butler gonna move this knee and Green and gonna move the needle slightly? Will they able to allow them to be over top 15 in offense? Yes, yes, but the camera's just not going well. But the team doesn't have a lot of cushion to be able to grind out those games against the hard teams. We're talking about teams that have over 50 wins and not going to do enough to play against the hardest teams, especially with Shea, where you can't really guard him. So it's gonna be hard.
That is a very good point too. Golden State got a really good all round team where they got different players where they can play their position well, where they can work together as a team. But but this is a question I have is of course I have is Draymond Green going to be able to work with Jimmy Butler where they're on the same page where we're going to go out there and they're going to help the team win, like dominate out there. So so what are your thoughts on that?
I have no clue. To be honest, those two guys are two brutes. Guys who are so competitive, they're gonna try to get their but we're talking about two of the most loudest mouths in all of basketball, probably some of the most in NBA history. We're talking about players who are just going to grind a team. Either they're going to destroy the locker room, or they're going to fire up the team and get them ready for the games. It's going to be interesting how the seasons progress and get them ready for it because they expect themselves to be contenders, but none of the fans expect them to be contenders until they prove it. They proved that they have what it takes to win. And I mentioned since Jimmy Butler is getting a $16 million contract for 2 years, he has a whole lot to prove. This is gonna be his biggest year since COVID had started.
I think another good point you brought out too, and then also too,
Yeah.
Steve Kerr gonna have to find ways where he's gonna have to build on strength, what the what the team is what the team is known for, so they could build on that, so they could start winning more games, and they could be able to figure out who's gonna be their top 8 players on their team, who they want to utilize on their team, but and not just the 8 players, but also too in the rest of the bench too, where they could utilize too as well.
Mhm. This I really bring up Steve Kerr because Steve Kerr, he's I know let's see when before the season started, he said the squad is gonna be 12 deep. It's not right now. It's not. It's all over the place when it comes to the squad. If this team can figure out what strategy to go up against the teams that are gonna be hard to face, they're gonna beat up some teams now. The question is, can they stay healthy? Can they make sure the offense is good around Curry? It could be, you barely see my face. Ace. But the defense, yeah, the offense with or around Curry, it's going to be very interesting how they may able to move the ball and make threes because Andrew Wiggins, when he was hot, he was making his 3-point ball fly and making this team very successful. But they don't have a more. Hopefully, the rookie posts can move this needle slightly to able to help them their 3-point ball to be able to move out. Otherwise, Curry is going to have to make 35 points a night just to win games. It's gonna be hard to say.
That is also a good point too. And the Warriors gonna need to have good chemistry out there, where they are trusting their teammates, where they know they can get the job done as a team, where they're gonna go out there and go and win the championship.
Oh, Jakey, I have a question for you.
Yeah,
How do
what
you
is it?
feel about Andrew Wiggins going to Heat? What do you think the Heat? What do you think is gonna happen with the Heat with Andrew Wiggins?
Andrew Wiggins is a very good basketball player. I am gonna miss Jimmy. I'm gonna miss Andrew Wiggins. Because he's a talented player where he helped us win a championship, but also to any brings experience to the team for the Miami Heat, where they're gonna be a dominant team, where he's gonna work well with the coach, and he's gonna do well over there.
Yes, he's gonna do what. He's gonna bring the passion of the Heat to that culture. Or, or, or if you didn't been seeing the Rock this past hours, it was a 14 trade for the Warriors with the Heat. They trade away all of their shore to Utah, where who was the other team that was in the deal? Yeah, um, Pistons. They got Wendy Waters. and they also got one more player from Utah. But that's the thing. Everyone has has one here, but it's not enough to be able to get what they want, which is rings or to move the needle to be able to get towards it. Or I really like Andrew Wiggins on the Heat because the Heat, the Heat, I don't see him having a chance in the East, but man, they're gonna be tough to take on because of how brute they're gonna be on defense. Yes, but their offense, we'll have to see about that.
Yeah, that is a good point too. Thank you for coming on this show. Hope you enjoyed being on this show, and then you have a great and wonderful day. That's all I had for the video. Before I go, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. And then also too, I do want to let you know too, my friend has his own YouTube channel too. So if you do want to hear more basketball videos, and then this is his channel, JLC application. Talk to you all later. Bye now.